This cricket moment, proudly brought to you by Holden.
Robbo, this is a place that 99.9% of people never get to see. It's the inside of the Australian dressing room at the SCG, but it's a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, it is. It's got so much history, and even myself, I spent 15 years here. This is my seat.
That's your locker.
Yeah, and
who am I sitting in?
Numerous different. Mark Waugh was a couple next to you. I remember Mike Whitney in the corner, and Steve Small, Adam Gilchrist up the far corner,
yeah.
Greg Matthews and Steve Waugh on opposite sides over here. But it's difficult to come back to.
Do you, as an ex-player, get invited back in, or do you feel uncomfortable coming back in?
Yeah, you always feel uncomfortable coming back in. Like once you're out of the Australian framework or the New South Wales framework, it's like you just don't feel comfortable. It's like
not
you don't
place.
feel that it's not your place, and you sort of haven't got the right anymore. And I don't know how to explain that. It's I speak to all my mates, and everyone goes through the same thing, because you often think, oh, is it just me? But it's very, very difficult to come back. It's a historical place.
There's something on the wall that you guys have done with the shield, which I find quite unique.
Yeah, New South Wales, the only side to ever win a double. They won them in 92, 93, 93, 94, especially that was a big year, the Baby Blues, and we just literally decided to draw or sign our names on the wall, and it stood the test of time. The trust here at the SCG have honoured that and created a plaque around it, and it's created a tradition. And
as you leave the dressing shed, there's some prophetic words from the great Sir Donald Bradman just above the door. If it's difficult, I'll do it now. If it's impossible, I'll do it presently.
Yeah, and it says everything about when you want to be a kid and play here, and then it's actually in his writing. He sat and wrote it one day, and they've absolutely created this memorial, and it sits there. And so I think about being a player. I think, imagine him sitting there and he wrote that, and you think about that how he says it, the last piece, that he will do it presently. I think that it's a trait that I've seen through lots of players like Mark Taylor and Steve Waugh, and players that have led, that I will lead, you follow.
This cricket moment, proudly brought to you by Holden.